Hello, AJ here, your stage coach. Today I want to talk a little bit about numbers and not letters. You may have heard of the number system and maybe not understood it completely because it took us a while. When I was in a band, it would take us hours and hours to learn a song. Hours. When we went down to Nashville to record, we had studio musicians playing for most of the band. And we took a little bit of offense to that because we thought we were good enough to play until we saw these guys. And it took them, somebody charted it out, and it took them 10 to 15 minutes to play the song perfectly from beginning to end. Our minds were blown. How in the world did they do this? They did it with a number system, not a letter system. Because if they put in, let's say, that I was in the key of G and they charted it out in G, but we changed our mind and we want to be in A or go down, whatever, they'd have to rechart everything. No, they just use numbers. So I want to go over that with you real quick. If you're on stage with somebody and they're yelling out numbers to play your next chord and you may not quite understand it, it does take some practice, but watch this. You've heard of 1-5-4, 1-4-5 chords maybe, 1-4-5. That's in a lot of songs, probably the majority. So the 1 is always the key that you're in. So let's say you're playing in the key of G. Your first chord is a G. Watch this. That's the 1. G, A, B, C, and D. Don't you normally play G, C, and D? If you're in the key of G, G, C, D. Sometimes there's a 6 in there. Watch this. As a minor, watch. G, A, B, C, D, E, minor. Don't you go from G down to E minor sometimes? C and D? It's amazing. It's called the number system. You could do that with any. Let's do it with C. If you're in the key of C now. C, D, E, F, and G. Don't you normally play C, F, and G if you're playing in a song in the key of C? Then here comes the 6. C, D, E, F, G, A. Don't you go down to an A minor sometimes? That's the number system in a nutshell. It's pretty incredible. And if you can learn that, you'll understand the series of how, and then you can transpose songs if you don't have Google or whatever to help you do that. You can always transpose down, transposing up. Use a capo. I do. So there you go. The number system in a nutshell. If you have questions, ask. And remember to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.